I'm pleased to welcome Mr. Gordan Pe&scaron, CEO of DOK-ING Defense and Security. Welcome, Mr. Pe&scaron.
Thank you very much.
You'll be speaking today at a debate here at the FII Priority in Tirana about the sovereignty of Europe in defense. What are the main points you would like to point out?
So Europe is at the crossroads where it needs to make necessary strategic decisions and implement necessary rules in terms of the capability gaps that has been identified within the SAFE framework.
When you say it's on the crossroads, why is that? Are we talking about Ukraine or general geopolitics?
Yes, so we are talking about the geopolitical shook Europe and that we need to make a necessary decision in terms of the capability gaps that has been identified, and we need to understand how we are able to play the game from the capability type of the building and the capacity type of the building of the sovereignty of the industrial base, especially in the field of defense and security.
How do you comment on the recent European SAFE initiative?
So I think that this is a step in the right direction. Basically, Europe has taken decisions where we are pushing the industrial base to produce quality niche type of the products where the European capability gaps has been identified and that needs to be filled.
But is there a true pan-European defense policy, and how can the industry respond to it?
I would say that the NATO is somehow comprehensively approaches to the pan-European policies. So I would say that from the industrial point of view, you need to have the interoperable type of the capabilities, standardized type of the capabilities. In that terms, pan-European policy is somehow interoperable between the countries and the allies that are providing these necessary capacities and capabilities.
How has the current geopolitical situation you mentioned really mirrored itself on the industry, speaking from the example of your company?
I would say that the Ukraine showed that the technologies are emerging and that there is a necessary investments to be made in different type of the, as I said, capability gaps in terms of the counter and drone systems, artificial intelligence, robotics, unmanned systems in general. So from the perspective of the precision deep strikes, so we need to take into consideration all these threats that has been identified and in order to how to address them properly.
So how can you address them properly?
Luckily, DOK-ING, as the company that I'm heading, is in line with all these recommendations from the innovation and from the capability gaps perspective. So we are in the field of the technologies that is related to the unmanned, it's related to the autonomous portion, it's related to the AI in some shape or form. We are having the areas that are dealing with the energy and the resilience of the energy sector in terms of the waste to energy and waste to hydrogen type of the solution. So we would be able to address this properly and to make sure that we are aligned fully with the gaps that I mentioned before, especially in the field of the mobility and counter-mobility, in the field of protection of the critical infrastructure, counterterrorism, as well as different type of the dual-use technologies that are playing significant role today.
We'll go back to energy later, but just on defense, AI is a very big topic these days, of course, and we always talk about innovations, but can you just say in practical terms, what are the innovations, the AI innovations in the defense industry?
So I would say that the AI in the autonomous portion on the robotic itself are going to play significant role in the future. They are going to be assistance to the human operators when there is a cognitive and the physical burden is too heavy. So I would say that the AI enabled and the robotics enabled type of the capabilities are going to be essential for the future capabilities.
And where are we now?
I would say that we are pushing the boundaries of AI and the robotics, and that we are going to see in the near future, and Ukraine has shown that the robotics and the AI is something of the essential capabilities that we are able to push on the next frontier.
Can you give examples of AI and robotics applied in the defense industry?
Yes, for example, my company is dealing this for the last 34 years, and DOK-ING as the company has cleared 53% of the land when the robotic systems with the land that is contaminated with landmines. Recently, in the recent conflicts, we are seeing the increasing trends of use of robotics and AI-enabled technologies from the aerial point of view, the ground, and the naval. So I would say that there is an increasing trend of using the AI-enabled and the drones type of the capabilities in the modern warfare.
Are we talking in 5 years, in a year?
I mean, we are seeing this in use right now, but for the next 5 years, many things are going to be developed technologically, and it will be used in these type of the environments.
There's a big ethical question when we talk about usage of AI. I can imagine it's a especially big question when we talk about AI in defense industry. Could you comment on that?
Yes, you need to have the human in the loop in decision-making process because of the accountability, because of the ethic principles, and of course about the legal framework. So the decision-making process should be always on human. AI and the robotics should always be considered as the assistance when there is dull, dirty, and dangerous type of the operations, and where you need to have the assistance of some shape or form.
The valuation of defense companies has soared recently. You know, Rheinmetall is a good example, with an increase of, I believe, more than 50% of their stock value. Do you feel we have reached a peak?
To be honest, I believe that it's going to grow until 2030. We are seeing this with the ReArm initiative on the EU frontier. So basically, I think personally that we are pushing the investments, and we are seeing this surge of investments until 2030. But I would say that this is related to the multi-annual financial framework as well. So I think that we are just increasing the investments in the sector. We are seeing the recent push that the 2% of the GDP is not going to be enough. We are pushing for the 5% limit.
When you're saying we are pushing, you're talking about individual companies such as yourself, so you're talking to the policymakers?
We are seeing this push from the EU, especially on the eastern flank countries. So they need to be ready. They need to be somehow addressing all these gaps that they are having in their defense in order to address these threats.
Are you optimistic?
Optimistic in which way?
That Europe will respond?
I would say that the Europe needs to have this strategic type of the direction of thinking. However, we need to have, as a European countries, we need to have diligent execution and implementation of the safe directive.
We're talking here about Europe as an investment hub, and obviously being in Tirana, about Southeast Europe being an investment hub. As a company who is coming from this part of the world, from Croatia, how do you respond to that? What is the reality of this?
So I would say that, I mean, the SAFE, for example, has shown that the companies that are European-based that should have the vertically integrated value chain and supply chain. So the design authority should be European. However, we as the company, we are open to speak and to discuss and to co-develop or develop capabilities together with the ally countries and like-minded countries. So I don't see the problems in that.
How do you feel about the signal the FII is giving by organizing its conference here in this part of the world?
I can see that this is like an inclusive type of the environment, and that they are pushing the FII is pushing the right values in terms of the capability development, in terms and the capability and capacities. So from the energy point of view, I would say that this is a right step in the right direction.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.